Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, based on the time you are watching this program. Yes, previously we were able to discuss the formal and informal style. Today we shall be looking at the colloquial style, which is the third style we will be discussing. Colloquialism deals with spoken language that cannot be used in formal presentations. I said colloquialism deals with spoken language that cannot be used in formal presentations. A writer uses this style when he wants to give the impression of talking directly and intimately to the audience. This style is used in everyday conversation, and it creates personality greater than that of even the formal style. Contractions, clip words, and slangs are generously used while generally avoiding formal terms. The sentences are extremely short and simple. The paragraphs are extremely short. This style is usually used in humanistic, impressionistic, and humorous writings, and therefore suitable for radio and television writings. Well, let us continue. Having done that, we shall continue with the element of effective broadcast news writing. The element of effective broadcast news writing. The purpose of communication is to share meaning with a receiver and to elicit the desired response from him. Yes, very simple. It is just to share meaning. That's why you communicate. And to elicit the desired response from him. The person you communicate with. The receiver may be a listener, a reader, or a viewer. The task ahead of a writer is selecting words that would assist him in communicating effectively. A mass communicator must bear in mind that the audience includes people of diverse backgrounds, experiences and attitudes, beliefs and values. Therefore, he should not play to the gallery or display pretentiousness. He should not write to impress, but to express. In fact, I want you to bear in mind, this is a silent point. While writing, you should not write to impress. Rather, you have to write to do what? Express. This is imperative. Well, we have to continue. The hallmark, in fact, you have to note this as well, that the hallmark of effective writing is clarity and conciseness. I said it again. The hallmark of effective writing, now put it, journalistic writing, is clarity and conciseness. But above all, there must be agreement of the part of sentence, inasmuch as redundancies are avoided, so as to enhance message comprehension and impact. I think that is clear. Yes. Now, let us look into the clarity itself. Let us step by step look into it know how we can define or understand the clarity itself apart from conciseness. Now, let us make a little definition or expression about clarity. Now, the clarity, it is the responsibility of a good journalistic writer to save the audience from misinterpreting. Just mark it there. Mark that particular place. I said it is the responsibility of a good journalistic writer to save the audience from misinterpreting expressions. Yes. Clarity or clearness. Yes, you can call clearness. Truth on the use of simple words and sentences which will help the audience capture intended message. Clarity further enriched by the use of concrete expressions. That is, those expressions that will help the audience have a view of the event or object being described. Listen again. I said, clarity is further enriched by the use of concrete expressions. That is, those expressions that will help the audience have a view of the event or object being described. However, most failures in clarity emanate from three sources. We will discuss those sources. The sources will be discussed below. These sources lead to confusion and includes misleading word order. I said it includes misleading word order. This error may occur as a result of confused pronoun reference. This error may occur as a result of confused pronoun reference. Omission of necessary words. I said number one again, misleading words. Misleading word order. Misleading word order. This error may occur as a result of confused pronoun reference. Omission of necessary words. Another one is Vagradation. A word is vague when it does not convey a precise meaning. So, think out the intended meaning before writing a sentence. Then spend an extra time to revise or edit your story. I think this is important. Before writing your story, make sure that you give yourself some time to revise what you've done before presentation. Stop use of vague words. Let your words be much more simple so that people or listeners can understand. Another one is over-involvement or clustered sentence structure. This arises when one tries to handle too many issues in the sentence and, as such, making the sentence cumbersome without conveying a precise meaning. Again, over-involved or clustered sentence structures. This arises when one tries to handle too many issues in the sentence and, as such, making the sentence cumbersome without conveying a precise meaning. So, think out the intended meaning before writing a sentence. Then spend an extra time to revise or edit your story. I've said it before. I said make sure you spend extra time, some minutes, to rehearse, to revisit, to revise what you've written before presentation. Please, I think that is necessary. You have to put that in practice. It's necessary that you take note of that. Yes, let's go to the conciseness. Conciseness, which is one of the hallmark of effective writing. Effective radio and television news writing should be concise. It is achieved by being direct and simple. Again, effective radio and television news writing should be concise. I said again, effective radio and television news writing should be concise. Let me repeat it. Effective radio and television news writing should be what? Concise. This is achieved by being direct and simple. Listen again. This should be in your mind. That effective radio and television news writing should be concise. This is achieved by being direct and simple. This in turn is enhanced through the elimination of superfluity. I said this in turn is enhanced through the elimination of superfluity. Superfluity arises when terms that are useless to the sentence are included, thereby making the sentence weak. A broker journalist can enhance conciseness by removing superfluous details, words, phrases, and clauses. Superfluous details is one of the things we'll look into. In fact, we'll take them one after the other. Let's start with this, the superfluous details. This arises when irrelevant details are added to a story. When this happens, the writer becomes verbose and incomprehensible. I think you are getting what I mean. Don't just add any irrelevant detail while writing. So you have to avoid them. Or your write-up is going to be incomprehensible. An example is telling the audience that Buhari won election. Buhari won election, the last election, while reporting the inauguration of the state council. Yes. Basically, everyone knows he won the election, and therefore it becomes superfluous to add such a detail in the news. Why? You can't. It is a superfluous. It has no meaning, inasmuch as all the listeners are aware that Muhammadu Buhari won the election. While talking again, reminding them that they are aware. It's irrelevant. It cannot add any meaning to that sentence. I think you can understand that. Yes. Let us continue. We have the superfluous words. Superfluous words. The article, just watch the underlined, the articles the, and n can sometimes be eliminated, though cautiously. Sentences may also be shortened by removing some words and making verbs more direct. Let us have an example of this. The committee arrived at a conclusion. It is wrong. Better for you to say that the committee concluded. That is better. Also, let's take another example. The society held a discussion on the matter. That's wrong. You better say the society discussed the matter. Very simple and better. I think it's concise. So, while writing or putting your report, your journalistic report, you need to be concise. Be very clear it matters. Clarity matters. Yes, it matters a lot. Okay? We can also continue with the superfluous phrases. Superfluous phrases. Example: the meeting was held for the purpose of discussing the matter. The meeting was held for the purpose of discussing the matter. That is wrong. Very wrong. You can better say the meeting was held to discuss the matter. The meeting was held to discuss the matter. That's better. Also, let us check the superfluous clauses. Let's have an example of the superfluous clauses. He will speak at the meeting which will be held on Monday. Just listen again. He will speak at the meeting which will be held on Monday. That is wrong. You can say he will speak at the meeting on Monday. That is better. That is very, very better. All right. Another thing is there must be agreement in sentence construction. Agreement in sentence construction. Communication is understood with words and sentences. The writer or speaker uses sentences to convey his thoughts. The sentence is therefore seen as a complete thought expressed according to the rules of grammar. The elements in a sentence must agree with each other. They must be used in such a way that one must flow accordingly with the other. This is known as agreement of concord. To ensure the conveyance of the desired meaning by a sentence, the writer must see that there is no lapse or shift in concord. In order to understand the application of a concord, understanding the principal part of a sentence is basic. The sentence consists of a subject and a predicate, and there must be agreement between these two parts. Let me tell you again, or let me recap what I've said. I said the sentence consists of a subject and a predicate, and there must be agreement between these two parts. It is important that you take note of that. Please, my dear students, I will not continue with today's lecture. I have to stop so far, but before I stop, I need to make this announcement. It is important for you to be part of this online lecture. Make sure you watch and listen and copy down. I think this is ample opportunity for you to write your note anytime you want it. Store and make necessary notes so that it will help you now and in future. To be optimistic with you, I must take your attendance serious. Any day you are part of this class, or anytime you watch this clip or this video, anytime, any day you take part in this lecture series, make sure that you screenshot this page to an extent that I want you to make sure you target the place you stopped watching, then screenshot it and send it to my Facebook inbox. Inbox me on Facebook. That is what I mean. Screenshot and inbox the screenshot on my Facebook. Do you get me? I'll mark your name good. I want you to be part of this lecture. Don't miss it. Thank you as you listen and comprehend.